Greetings, my fellow gamers. It is I, Wraith King, bringing you news from beyond the mirror, from the other world. And today we are taking a look at the awakened Helene. Yes, she is alive. I was right. I knew I was right. No one believed me. Everybody was thinking, no, she's dead, dude, okay? She gave all of her power to her friend Helene. No. She has the power of the Phoenix inside of her. That's just a part of her. When she dies, she's not really gonna die. A Phoenix comes back stronger when it dies. That's the whole point of a Phoenix. So, she's here. I was right. Alright? So yeah, I knew she wasn't dead. I just knew she wasn't. She was going to come back eventually because they were going to awaken all the knights. That's just how it was. But now that all the knights have been awakened, what are they going to do next? That's what I'm really thinking here. And I actually have an idea for that, but I'm going to talk about that in a 7 Nights Ideas video. But alright, let's take a look at her active ability. What this does is she has a chance to inflict burn for 2 turns on her basic attacks. Also, she resets skill CD for the entire ally team by 10 seconds. All that is really cool, but that is not all she does. She increases the ally team's counter rate by 30%, and of course she revives once after death to 100% HP, and all of her abilities are enhanced. Now, I don't know if that applies to her awakening skill or not, but yeah. But in this state, she is immune to status effects, which is really cool. Unfortunately, I don't see anything in here with a void shield. Let me just say this, she really doesn't need one. Maybe she won't have one in her first state, you know, when she didn't die yet, but after she dies and then revives with 100% HP, I think that's the chance to give her her void shield for 3 turns. I think that's something, or for 2 turns, whatever. I really think she needs that, just straight up needs it, because she dies way too fast. Especially when I'm taking her into Castle Rush, she just gets killed way too quickly. Even when she revives once, she just needs a void shield. So I think that's the only thing I don't like about this passive is no void shield. But you know what, that's alright. The rest is awesome. But okay, let's take a look at her second active ability. Now I know what you're thinking. Did the animations change, Wraith King? Oh yes, they absolutely did. They changed all of her animations, and I'm very happy about that. But we'll take a look at those in a minute. What this does is she targets one enemy with 330% physical damage twice. Additionally, for 3 turns, she increases the damage inflicted on that target by 80%. And she increases their skill CD by 70 seconds, which is absolutely ridiculous. All this is missing is piercing, and then it'd be just so strong. That would probably be overpowered if it's that piercing, because that's pretty ridiculous. It's already ridiculous as it is, but with piercing, it would be really powerful. Hopefully, they give her a void shield and piercing later on in the future, because if she had just those 2 things, she would be fantastic in Arena. Absolutely fantastic. Right now, she is already good in Arena, but she dies really fast. And in Arena, I think everyone should just have a void shield. Anyone without one might not survive unless they're a tank. So I really think she needs a void shield. That's just something she really just needs, is one of those. So, despite piercing, I think a void shield is just needed. I'm sorry, I already mentioned it before, but I really think she needs it. But without piercing, this is still a very strong ability, and everyone who has Rachel and uses her is going to need to awaken Rachel, because she is a very powerful character already as is. She's great in raids, she's great pretty much everywhere. So, awakening her is probably a necessity. But okay, let's take a look at her second active ability. Alright, what her second active ability is, it's more of a simple enhancement from her original second active. So, not a ton has changed, it's just strengthened. What this does is she targets all enemies with 200% physical damage. And for 3 turns, she reduces their attack and defense by 80%. Now that's really strong, but it's just a simple enhancement from her original ability. This will definitely be useful though, particularly for Castle Rush. That's where I usually use her anyways. But yeah, she'll just be 1000% better. She'll be way better in Castle Rush and in raids. And she works pretty well in Tower too, but you have to keep her alive if you really want her to work. But yeah, she is a really strong character. I really like her already. Now, as for her awakening skill, this is something I have to say. she has a passive. Her awakening skill is passive, but it's supposed to be very, very powerful. Let's take a look at what it is. When her awakening gauge is full, she decreases the damage and critical damage of all friendly units by 40%. This I have a question about, because does it stack with Dellen's? That's all I have to say, because Dellen's also increases damage, total damage. So, will it stack, or will they cancel out like what it normally does? Dellen's ability, passive ability, usually cancels things out like this. So, will this passive awakening skill be canceled out by a regular passive? That's what I'm worried about, because this is kind of just a passive. It's not exactly a really super powerful awakening passive like Jave's awakening passive, which is ridiculous. And I forgot her name, but she also has an awakening passive, which is really, really strong. But this is really just a passive ability. Increases critical damage and damage by 40%. It's strong, don't get me wrong, but will it stack? That's all I have to say. Will it stack with Dellen? Say I have a Dellen's on the team, which pretty much everybody has an awakened, maxed out Dellen's by now, because he's just so popular and everyone's going to be using him. So will this stack with his ability? That's what I really, really want to know. So I'm going to try this out after we take a look at her animations. Alright, without further ado, I can't wait to see her animations. I've been waiting so long! I've been waiting so long for this moment. Oh. Okay, that was sick. That was really, really cool. Let's see her second active. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I was teary-eyed. It was gorgeous. And as you know, she does not have an awakening animation, which is sad because her awakening skill is a passive one. But you know what? I want to see what her enhanced abilities are. I'm pretty sure they'll look pretty much the same like her original form. Her abilities didn't really change in appearance. So what I'm going to do to test all of these theories is I'm going to take her to the hardest level I'm at right now in Tower. So I'm going to put some weak characters on my team right here and just slip her on there and just see how she does. Yes, I put a 4-star Lubu on my team earlier. I was going to take her to Adventure, but it didn't work out the way I wanted to. Everybody was still too strong. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring her to the hardest level I've ever faced in Tower. I know it doesn't look like much, but trust me, it's pretty ridiculous. Alright, let's see what her ability... Look, there goes the burn right there. Maybe I should have used this first. I'm just saying. Maybe I should have used that first because she's going to die very quickly. Yeah, I should have used this ability first, but that's alright. I was going to use the enhanced version anyway. Alright. I was really, really hoping that she would look a little bit different. Her revived version, I was really hoping that would look a little bit different. Maybe like more on fire or something like that. That's still a really strong ability. I can see that doing some serious damage in the round. Yep, there she goes. And see, that's what I'm saying. I really wish she could have had a voice. But you know what? Wait. Hang on a second. Let's go back and see if her awakening skill overlapped Dellen's passive ability. Here's a screenshot from when her awakening ability was active for like a few seconds because she died pretty much right away. You know what? Wow. This is ridiculous. It can stack with Dellen's ability. That's ridiculous. So if you have a damage increasing character on your team, it's gonna stack. It's going to stack. So right now, my entire team has an insane amount of total damage. Insane. With Aline on the team, Rachel and her passive awakening skill, along with Dellen's passive ability, Everybody has an absurd amount of damage on them right now. This is ridiculous. Very, very powerful. Having a voice shield on her might be a little overpowered, but that's if you have a damage dealing team. Right now, I don't know how this team would work, especially in Arena. Maybe if you have her maxed out, Aline, not Aline, but Rachel maxed out, maybe she might do a little bit better in Arena, but we might have to increase max HP and defense and all that kind of stuff. And a Rudy might be seriously a necessity on your team if you want her to survive at all. But yeah, this is a really, really high damage dealing team. If you had Jave in the back with all of these folk up front, you would have a really, really powerful team going on. I mean, devastating. I don't know about Carl though. Maybe someone else to replace Carl. Like I said, maybe like a Rudy or something. But yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. Her awakening skill can stack with Dellen's and Aline's passive ability. I'm pretty sure she can stack with Karma's passive ability as well. So yeah, that's really, really strong right there. Really strong. I'm really happy about that. So I'm definitely going to try to get her. Whoop, that was the wrong button. But anyways, that's all the time I have left for this video, my fellow gamers. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm definitely getting the Awakening Rachel because that's pretty much a necessity either way. Like, even if you're not going to use her for Arena like I'm going to try to do, I'm trying to make a new team that isn't a death meta because it kind of died. And I need a new meta team that's going to work very, very well for the Arena. And right now it's all pointing towards Jave and his DPS. So I'm going to have to make a new DPS team. And that's what I'm going to try to construct. Now, I'm not entirely sure how Rachel will do on this team, but I'm pretty sure she'll do very, very well, especially since that damage is going to be insane. I mean, ridiculous. But how is she going to last defensively? That's what I'm worried about the most right now. My team offensively seems ridiculous, and I'm pretty sure they work pretty well for Raid. But I'm not sure how they'd hold up defensively in the Arena. That's what I'm worried about right now. But that's all the time I have left, my fellow gamers. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to leave a like, comment, please do subscribe. I play a lot of RPG games on this channel. I'm still working on the review for Lineage 2, so expect that. And 7 Nights, the global version, has released Sun Wukong Awakens, so expect a review on that today. I'm not sure when that's going to be. It should be pretty early in the morning like this one. I actually was going to upload this in the middle of the night like I usually do. But I thought it'll probably be best to upload these a little more early in the morning because everybody's asleep at midnight. Everyone's asleep. So everybody's missing my videos. I don't want you guys to do that. I don't want you guys to miss my videos. So I think it's best for me to upload these a little more early in the morning so everybody can see them. But anyways, that's all the time I have left. Take it easy for me and have a blessed day. Bye.